Very good evening friends, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to write a Python class, how to design a Python class and how the code will look like. So in this programs I'll be creating a class and then I'll be creating the variables of the class, then I'll design some methods and that methods will work on those variables and it will provide you the answer whatever you are looking for. So I just in this example I create a class and the syntax goes like class circle, and the circle have important parameters called the radius, and it has the diameter which is 2 times the radius and circumference which is 2 pi r, and the area this is pi r square. So this is the basic thing which you understand and know also. So now this is a mechanism of initializing the variables of the class. So def underscore init underscore self, and then I'll pass radius r for this, so it's called r self comma r. This r is the variable of this class. Now how this will be initialized? It will be initialized with the help of self keyword like self dot r equal to r, and now it is done. So the variable has been initialized, and this variable inside the body of the class can be accessed with the help of self.r. So whenever you are writing self.r, it means you are writing the variable, you are thinking about the variable which name is r, and that is self.r. So now the diameter is self.r times 2 times the self.r. So if you multiply this 2 times, then this will become 2 times self dot r. So if you call this function def, so it will return a value which is 2 times self dot r. Now def circumference, and which is 2 pi r. So I just call it return 2 into pi, which I'll get from the importing math. So math dot pi 2 pi into self dot r, that is the variable. So it is actually 2 pi r, but it has been accessed like 2 into self dot r into math dot pi. Now let me import the math dot pi. So import math dot pi, and then so if you import the class math, you can import the math dot pi along with this. Now I have another function which name is area, and that will calculate and return you the value of pi r square. So it is math dot pi into self dot r into self dot r, so it becomes pi r square. This is the common part which you know, and this right now this one is done because we don't have anything right now. If you're using the graphics, you can draw the circle also, but right now we are just taking a simple example. So now I'll create variables, and I'll be accepting the radius and thing from the user. So rr equal to int means integer type, and the input enter the radius. So whatever the user will enter, that will be stored into this variable rr, and then I'll create the object of this class circle. So the method of is like CIR equal to circle. This is how it's created, and then you have to pass the variable r. So CIR is the object, and the CIR equals circle, and then you pass RR to it. So this RR will go to the def init function self comma r, and there it will be initialized into self dot r. So now just with the help of this CIR is your circle object. So with the help of this CIR, you can call the diameter function, you can access self dot r, you can access the circumference functions and the radius function, because that is the object of this. So now I'll just call str, means this double quotes area of the circle equals, so that is actually the string. So if I'm just concatenating the string with another string, so the CIR dot area will be converted into string and will be concatenated with the area of the circle. So the whole thing printf will take the string and there will not be any problem. So I create this for print circumference of the circle equal to same way str, and then I'll write CIR dot circumference. That is the name of that function which we are just trying to access. So CIR dot circumference. Now this is print, not printf. Printf is used in C and in PHP, not in Python. So now here it is print, and then you can access the diameter also. Diameter of the circle equals plus, same way, str, and then you have to write CIR dot diameter, but we haven't written the return statement to that. I'll just write it. So this is diameter, and now I need no. Okay, let me see the error will be there. It will. Now I enter the radius. Till now there is not any logical error, it's just saying 14, and then now it's saying, so diameter is not printed. That is fine, we are not interested in diameter also, but I mean to say that is a mistake. You have to, here you see it's written diameter of the circle equal to none, because there is no return statement. And actually the doubt came because of this, like who will be interested in initializing the radius of a circle and would create a function to find out its means. The diameter function right now appears to me useless. Now I create class. This I'm just trying to inherit, because you know that the cylinder is inherited, and inheritance can be used, because cylinder is something like if you add height to a circle, then it will become a cylinder. So this is how I'm creating a new class. Name is class cylinder, and it is inheriting the circle class. So look at the syntax, class cylinder, and inside the bracket I have written circle, which is the name of the above class. So this cylinder class will have the two variables, radius and height, and then radius will go to the circle class and the height will go into this class's self object, like the self dot this. So I will write self r comma h. Then there, with the help of super, I can pass the radius to the circle class. So I'll use the super method. So okay, so the super dot, you can also create the object of that circle class, but that is not the true way of this one. The true way means, because right now when you have created a cylinder class, so I will not be working with the objects of circle class, I'll be dealing with the object of cylinder class. So the super dot init r, so the radius is passed to this one. It means that with the help of super dot init r, I'm invoking the constructor of the circle class, and the radius I'm assigning self dot h equal to h. So self dot h is the variable of cylinder class, and self dot r is the variable of the circle class. And the self dot r, since cylinder is inheriting circle class, it can access the feature of, and we have the important features of the cylinders, which is called the surface area and the volume. Surface area is 2 pi rs, that is the circumference of the circle into height, and the volume is pi r square h. So I can call it like the circle dot area into this way also it can work. So now I'm calling the area function with the help of circle dot area, the name of the class, and this area function. Now I create one more functions to calculate the surface area, which goes like def sur area, and then it will be returning you the value of circle dot circumference, which is, and then you can multiply it with self dot height, self dot h. So this is done. Now we will be creating the radius and height for this one. Okay, so I have kept some lines from the previous code, so I'm just copying and pasting just to save my time. So rr equal to radius, I need one for height, so I make it hh. Just I'm writing RR so that you can have some differences with the RR declared there and RR here, because just since it is a learning phase, you should avoid having the same name. So now I created the object cylinder, so the name is still CIR, but now I'm passing the two arguments RR and HH. So the diameter of the cylinder does not make any sense, so this is just useless. So I write the CIR. Now CIR has become the object of cylinder class. It is no more the object of the circle class. So CIR dot surface area, and then the CIR dot volume. So I mean to say that this is with a simple example. I'm just trying to explain you that how inheritance work. Means just like you can say the circle is the class whose code is written already, and then I'm starting from not from scratch, but I'm starting from that code and I'm inheriting. Because when I will explain you the GUI features, then you will understand that how inheritance, because we do not create the window class, we do not create the queue main window or the queue visit, but we simply inherit them. So how you can, I will find the result correctly. It's working nice. Thank you very much. Just keep on watching and practicing also, definitely.